Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a few tips on how to save money while fishing. First tip, if your hooks are getting dull or they're just not sharp, what you can do is get a nail file and take the hook and just go one direction. You don't want to go back and forth because it'll just make it worse. It's not going to sharpen it. If you just go one direction, it's gonna end up sharpening that hook just a little bit. Now, this isn't like a guarantee, like the best option, but like if you're running low on money and you're just running out of sharp hooks, this works. So you don't have to buy some. You're just gonna rub it. That's awful sound. You're just gonna go one direction. You're gonna turn it on its side and do the same thing. Do it the other way. So that will sharpen the hook. Not a lot, but it will work. 2, never throw away fishing line. Let's say you run out, let's say your spool's low and you need to replace that line. So when you take off that used line, keep that line. You can use it as leaders, and it'll just save you a whole lot more money instead of going and using like a new spool to get you a leader. So save all your fishing line. 3, this is probably the most important one. Always pick up fishing gear that you find. If it is in good condition, take it. So go to your like local ponds that are very pressured, and if you see a hook or something, make sure it's not like rusted and not like bad or anything. But if it's good, go ahead, take it. Half of my hooks that I use are like hooks that I found that are brand new. So you can do that. The only thing that I would not pick up is probably fishing line. Fishing line is, it'll weather really easily, so you can't use it for your like leaders or anything. It'll weather and it'll just be really bad. But you can pick up like hooks, and if they're not rust or anything, you can use them. That'll save you a lot of money so you don't have to buy your own hooks. Next tip, number 3, or I think this is either 3 or 4. We'll just say whatever tip it is. Okay. I jig fish a lot, but one thing you will never see me do is fish a jig without a trailer. Trailers are expensive. I also do a lot of soft plastic fishing. So let's say I have this Z-Craw Texas rigged, right? Let's say I'm Texas rigged this Z-Craw, and it's just torn up, can't use it anymore. Hook doesn't stay in. What you can do is take this Z-Craw, cut it right there. You got a perfect trailer. This is probably one of my favorite trailers. And you just stick it right in like a normal trailer, and it's perfect. It'll save you a lot of money. 1, you're not spending money on trailers. 2, you are reusing baits that aren't able to use anymore. So yes, it will look funny and it's not like the best looking jig, but I have caught, I caught a 5-pounder doing it just like this. When fishing this crawl, I can put it on, what I'll do is I'll usually put it on like a shaky head or something and fish it around rocks. But let's say I can't use it anymore, right? Same thing. You can either put it on there just straight, which it probably won't work anymore because you got the shaky head, or you've been using it as a shaky head. And since it has this hollow tube, right? So it does make it a little bit more difficult to use as a trailer. But all you're gonna do is do the exact same thing. You just cut off your leftover plastic. I will say that this one does not last as long as the other trailers, just due to the fact that it's got that hollow point in it. But look, there you go. Another trailer. Easy. And you're saving so much money because you're not buying soft plastics and soft plastic trailers. So you're not buying all your Texas rigged soft plastics and also buying separate trailers for your jigs. You're buying one set of soft plastics and then using that, and then whenever you're done with that, just save all of them, and you can use it as a trailer too. The last one I use mostly for a swim jig. But what you're gonna do is, this is a baby brush hog. You can use a baby brush hog or just a brush hog, but it is good for swim jigs. And you're gonna do the same exact thing like I've been saying. You just cut it. And let's say if it might be too long or something, so you can trim it up as you please. And look at that, there you go. Another trailer. And these are all, this will save you so much money. Promise you. So I think that's 4 tips or 3 tips. If you guys like me doing this and explaining like tips and stuff like that, comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Let me know, and I'll probably start doing more.